Let's look at some of the darkest and most tragic events from around the world. The Cold War was one of the most difficult periods linked to Russia. It created decades of political and military tension. Its impact was felt around the world. The Titanic disaster became one of the UK's darkest tragedies. The famous ship sank in 1912. More than 1,500 people lost their lives. World War I became one of Austria's darkest chapters. The conflict spread across much of the world. It caused millions of deaths and massive destruction. The Vietnam War was one of Vietnam's darkest periods. The conflict lasted for many years. It left the country heavily damaged. The Mexican-American War was a major tragedy for Mexico. The war resulted in large territorial losses. Thousands of lives were also lost. The Bhopal Gas Tragedy became one of India's worst industrial disasters. A toxic gas leak killed thousands of people. Its effects lasted for decades. World War II became Germany's darkest chapter. The war caused worldwide destruction. Millions of people lost their lives. The atomic bombings became Japan's greatest tragedy. Hiroshima and Nagasaki suffered devastating attacks. The bombings changed history forever. Flight MH370 became Malaysia's greatest aviation mystery. The aircraft disappeared without a trace. Its fate remains unknown. ISIS attacks became one of Iraq's darkest periods. Violence spread across many regions. Millions of people were affected. The Spanish flu became one of Spain's worst health crises. The pandemic spread across the globe. Millions of people died worldwide. The Korean War became South Korea's darkest conflict. The war divided the Korean peninsula. Its effects remain today. The Holocaust became one of Poland's darkest chapters. Millions of innocent people were murdered. It remains one of history's greatest tragedies. The September 11th attacks became one of America's darkest days. Terrorists attacked the World Trade Center. Nearly 3,000 people lost their lives. The Great Chinese Famine became one of China's worst disasters. Millions suffered from severe food shortages. It caused widespread hardship. The 1971 genocide became Bangladesh's darkest chapter. Millions of people were affected during the conflict. It remains a painful part of the nation's history. The 2023 earthquake became one of Turkey's worst disasters. Thousands of buildings collapsed. The earthquake caused massive loss of life. Black Monday became one of Australia's biggest financial shocks. Stock markets crashed suddenly. The economy suffered major losses. The 2015 Paris attack shocked France. Multiple terrorist attacks struck the city. Hundreds of people were killed or injured. The Mina stampede became one of Saudi Arabia's deadliest tragedies. Thousands of pilgrims were caught in the crowd. It caused heavy casualties. The Peshawar school attack became one of Pakistan's darkest days. Many innocent children and teachers were killed. The tragedy shocked the entire nation. The MV Dona Paz disaster became the Philippines' deadliest maritime tragedy. 2 ships collided at sea. Thousands of people lost their lives. The Halifax explosion became one of Canada's worst disasters. A ship carrying explosives detonated in the harbor. The blast devastated much of the city. The Chernobyl disaster became Ukraine's worst nuclear tragedy. A reactor exploded in 1986. Radioactive contamination spread across the region. The 2004 Indian Ocean Tsunami became Indonesia's deadliest natural disaster. A massive earthquake triggered giant waves. Hundreds of thousands of people were affected. The Lima blaze became one of Peru's worst urban disasters. A deadly fire spread through the area. It caused heavy damage and loss of life. The Niterói circus fire became one of Brazil's worst fire disasters. A circus tent caught fire during a performance. Hundreds of people were killed or injured. Which event had the biggest impact on history? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more amazing data comparison videos.